Hello everybody, and welcome to a game called We Don't Talk About It. Now, this is a psychological horror game, so if you are sensitive to any of these topics, viewer discretion is advised. So, without further ado, shall we jump into it? You are studying at university. Tuition fees have risen for the new academic year, despite your government's promise not to. To cope with your increased rent and living costs, you decide to participate in paid medical trials run by your university. You agree to enter trial testing for a drug called Veritol, which has been developed to enhance human comprehension of abstract concept. You have been told to wait inside the doctor's office that contains a two-way mirror, and to listen to a tape that will play a random series of numbers. After a certain amount of time, you are to report any changes in mood or perception to a team of pharmacologists. During your application process, they've asked you a question that caught you off guard. Are you happy with life? Me? Personally, yes. Yes, I am. Oh, I thought the game was like, hey, you said, yeah, this certain question, so all scattered everywhere out here. But, no, we're actually glad to be honest here. Anything I can do in here? Tape recorder?
Veritol Trial 6. You will be played a series of numbers from 1 to 1,000. The numbers will be read out in no particular order. Please relax and take a seat. After the trial is finished, a doctor will ask you whether you had a strong or notable reaction to any particular number. This trial will take between 5 and 15 minutes to complete. Number set 5. 676. 362. 278. 13. 927, 450, 20, 634, 323, 71, 220, 126, 879, 632, 970, 864, 691.
Is there anything else I could
111.
I wanna have to listen.
400. 472. 881. 152. 378. 437.
Okay, so 152.
393. 602.
Actually, now you put them in words.
125.
I don't know how I feel about that.
949. 328. 116.
Is that lamp there before?
709. 426. 200. 639. 300. 4,202.
Hey.
7,492.
You said this was between
8,486.
1,000. I still don't think that lamp was there before. Call me what you want, but...
Are we alone?
I mean, you guys are out there. Can I do anything? No. See, the lamp is gone. The lamp is no longer there.
Turn around.
Hey, man. Might want to put on some clothes. You want to borrow mine? You want to borrow mine? Get out of my ear. Please. thanks. You open the door. Now see how good of an idea it would be to go out here? I cannot tell you. Nice room you got here.
I thought that I'd bring you here. We used to read here every evening, me and him. I swear it all changed. When we were here, we were happy. He didn't have a lot of money, but I had my job. It meant that for our anniversary or for my birthday, he'd make something, He wrote. He was a poet. He was okay. In one of his cards, maybe it was my birthday, he wrote something nice. In truth, I didn't care for a lot of what he wrote, but this stuck with me. It was one line mainly. I think it went, "Given your heart and mine, who could tell the difference?" It made me smile.
How?
I don't know, it all started to change. I thought maybe if I brought you here, you'd understand. No one who I talk to understands. One night, I remember I still felt it between us when it was still fresh. He came home and he was so drunk. He was out with his friends from university. They all liked to drink, and I didn't like the whole going out thing. We were different like that. I remember he came in crying, but in a way where he was jerking up and down, breathing in this way I'd never even seen before. What do you do when the person you love is destroyed? I didn't know what to do with him. I hadn't seen him like this. Something happened stupid. I asked him what was wrong. He said there was an argument and a fight, and then he told me, as best he could with all the tears, he said that he just wants to go to a place where nobody knows him. Something about it was so wrong. I felt it in my core. Something in that moment changed. Me? I want to go to a place where everybody knows me.
Hey,
The moment
buddy.
you know you can't come back, it's over. People have crazy ways of thinking about death, but if something dies, it's gone.
New paintings.
I've felt it.
I'm not allowed to go upstairs.
And no matter what people say, no matter the lies that they tell themselves,
Oh,
there's
this is
no
different.
coming back. He was
He's
just so
far from alive.
weak. And I began to ask myself, is this the best that I can do? I knew it for sure when one night when we were in bed, he asked me, "What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done?" And of course I couldn't tell him, but when he told me, I knew it was done, and I felt so sorry for him. Sleeping with him was the sorriest thing. You'd heard from the way he sounded, the way he breathed. It was the best he ever had. It was disgusting. I think he even thought I needed it like he needed it. I started staying at work later. I joined night classes. I didn't want to see him. It was sad that I couldn't enjoy him anymore, but it was liberating too. With every hair he lost, now I felt closer to him. I started having an affair because God knows I couldn't get it from him. And when I came home, every time he opened the door, he looked a little sadder. He started waking up to moonlight. He started drinking more, and I was happy again. I knew he had to go. He could never leave me, that's the thing. It made me happy seeing him like that. But eventually he stopped getting worse and just plateaued. It wasn't fun for me to watch him lose himself anymore. He had to go. I didn't want to do it. I told him I'd be out of town for a few days on business. He told me don't go, and I could see how close he was. It gave me that thrill. I said I'll be back before you know it. I think I planted it in the drawer on the nightstand. I didn't want to do it, but I thought if he had the gun, I wouldn't have to. And thank God I was right. It didn't take long for it to be cooled, and it made a hell of a sound. When they asked me to come back to confirm the body, there were hairs on the back of my neck. His lips were summoned on. It was the happiest moment of my life. Maybe he thought that if he did it, then I would have thought a part of me had died too, and when I saw what was left of him, I did something I hadn't done in so long. I smiled. Poor thing. All he wanted to do was make me happy. He finally did.
This is a lot. You're next. I see you. But no eyes. How did I lose them? Safe, traditional, warm comfort. Red equals love. Handwritten card is personal. Knock. Why would they knock? Why would they tell you to run? Should you run? Needs work. The door's open. There's still quite a few notes. I'd like to read them all. Fear that once is in your body. Fear that once it's in your body, you're powerless against it. Clinic. Alone. Afraid. Anticipating. Mortality / vulnerability. 152/3. Yes. 152/634. Especially effective. So, is this all because of this drug that I'm taking? It's the sound that drives you insane. Clinic room 152. So that's why 152 is so important. It's the room, telephone, distant, impersonal, betrayal, unsafe in your presence. Ascension to heaven? Ascension? Heaven to you? Did I read these yet? I want you to be here. I'm in your computer. I'm in your headphones soon. I'd prefer if you stayed out of all of those. You sound like a virus. Justin Emma. John Adam. John was the easiest. Oh. Dear Justin, I've thought about writing this letter 1,000 times. It's been so long. You know, I think about it. The time has passed, how it would have mattered if I saw it all wrong. I want to let you know that my silence doesn't reflect anything other than my indecision. I think of you often, every time that I hear your name. See the places that we've been, even catching a glimpse of someone in your likeness. In my head, I'm 18 again, with you. I wasn't in love with you the first day I met you, but I knew it was the first day I knew you. But I think about it on the other side of it too. I have to. We can't be together because we know how it ends. Sorry. I still mourn for us, and I wouldn't trade anything for it. I wouldn't be who I am without you. And Justin, if there's one thing I want you to know, myself and didn't recognize a thing. Cornered, 2020. Code on canvas. The subject, terrified of the idea that he's lost control of his mind, finds solace in the shelter of a nook. I can't go down there. Can I read this? Ugh. Despair and his subject. Exploring the fear through interactivity. Sanctuary, 2020. Maya, 2019. Unity, 2019. Just as in Rot, I wanted to explore some of the horror of the lost love. The idea that your love could one day be turned into maleficence is unthinkable, and it was a challenge to confront this concept. Clinic, 2020. For this piece, I was interested in the idea of helplessness against change. What do we fear most than what we can't control? Right. 2019. Is there despair any worse than heartbreak? Is there any other madness like it? I don't like that thing. I don't like it one bit. I wasn't. Listen, I can tell from the resolution that's not it. Oh, down I go. Alright, no fall damage? Is there even a health system in this game? Am I even able to die? There's the lamp. The lamp has almost been everywhere. Almost every level. Unintentional? By the way, it scared me. This has to be intentional. I'm really not about the life of that thing over there. It's not. Some nasty, decrepit sink. Thumbs up to the artist. Or I should say developer. Because they're the same thing. I really do enjoy this. It's calming, yet unsettling due to the surroundings. The entire just aspect of everything around me. This game is I don't know. It leaves an odd feeling. You know? The game's so short that I don't know. There's something about it, but I can't lay my finger on it. It's hard to say. It's put under the category of psychological horror, but it's more of a journey through somebody else's footsteps. This is a well-developed game. And he also has another game called Rot, which I might actually just play, but we'll see. And I'm just actually like wordless. Yeah, wordless. Speechless. I don't even know what to say right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.